In an alternate dimension of tech speculation, the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 became the focal point of intense scrutiny and anticipation. Qualcomm, the renowned semiconductor company, had embarked on a journey to challenge Apple's dominance in the mobile and laptop processor market. Their weapon of choice? The Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4, a chip surrounded by whispers of innovation and performance gains. The saga began with rumors of undisclosed problems plaguing the development of the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4. This chip held a unique position in Qualcomm's lineup, as it was rumored to be the first system-on-chip (SoC) to feature custom Oryon cores. These cores were born from Qualcomm's strategic acquisition of Nuvia, a company renowned for its expertise in high-performance processor design. Amidst the shadowy veil of uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope. Rumors began to circulate, suggesting that the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 had made significant strides in terms of performance. Whispers in the tech world hinted that it might even surpass Apple's formidable M2 processor in raw power. It was a tantalizing prospect that fueled the imaginations of tech enthusiasts and industry experts alike. However, the roller coaster of excitement was accompanied by a sobering dose of reality. The estimated launch timeline for the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 raised eyebrows and tempered expectations. The late arrival of this chip threatened to erode any advantage it might have gained over Apple's offerings, particularly with the imminent unveiling of the much-anticipated M3 processor by Apple. The prospect of Apple launching the M3 before Qualcomm could introduce the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 to the world created an intense sense of urgency. The race was on, and Qualcomm found itself in a position where time was no longer an ally. The countdown had begun, and it was a countdown with significant implications for the competitive landscape of the tech industry. In the midst of this uncertainty, a small report emerged from a source known as semi-accurate. This report shed light on what the industry had been eagerly awaiting: details about Qualcomm's Oryon SoC. While the official name of the chip was not disclosed, it had previously been referred to as the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 in various discussions and speculations. The report, penned by the reputable tech journalist Charlie Demerjian, offered morsels of information regarding the Oryon core's performance. It was a moment of revelation in the tech world, and enthusiasts hung on to every word. According to Demerjian's report, the Oryon cores had achieved their performance and power targets. What's more, they were said to be a little better than Apple's M2 processor. The revelation was tantalizing, but it also raised intriguing questions. The report did not specify which variant of the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 had managed to outshine the M2. Qualcomm had designed 3 different versions of the chip, each with varying core counts and features. The top-end iteration of the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 boasted a 12-core CPU. This formidable CPU was divided into 8 high-performance cores and 4 cores optimized for power efficiency. It was this top-tier variant that held the potential to outperform Apple's M2. However, it was essential to note that the M2, powering various portable Macs and Apple's latest iPad Pro lineup, was an 8-core SoC. It featured 4 performance cores and 4 power-efficient cores. Therefore, at the very least, industry observers had expected the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4 to match the multi-core capabilities of the M2 Pro. Despite the tantalizing prospect of a performance advantage, a dark cloud of uncertainty still loomed over Qualcomm. Even with the potential lead in performance, there was a crucial factor that could tip the scales in Apple's favor: the timeline of the chip's release. The Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4, despite its potential prowess, faced the daunting prospect of launching after Apple's M3. The M3, touted as the next evolution in Apple's processor lineup, was rumored to be unveiled within a few short months. Qualcomm found itself at a crossroads, teetering on the edge of a precipice. The decision regarding the Snapdragon 8CX Gen 4's launch had become a strategic conundrum. Reports began to circulate that Qualcomm was wavering in its decision-making process regarding the chip's release date. This wavering had the potential to be the Achilles heel that would cost Qualcomm dearly. In the world of technology, being a generation behind a formidable competitor could prove catastrophic. As tech enthusiasts held their collective breath, awaiting the unfolding of this high-stakes drama, Qualcomm's Snapdragon Summit entered the spotlight. Scheduled for late October, this event held the promise of shedding light on the enigmatic Snapdragon 8 CX Gen 4. It was anticipated that Qualcomm would provide a preview of the SoC, accompanied by vital information regarding its estimated arrival in the market.